This is 7 National News, and in our top story, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, has stated that government's policies, programs and services should contribute towards building a positive and happy community. His remarks were made while reviewing the National Program for Happiness and Positivity, which was presented by the Minister of State for Happiness in the presence of His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Crown Prince of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Maktoum bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Deputy Ruler of Dubai, and His Excellency Mohammed Al Gargawi, the Minister of Cabinet Affairs and the Future. The UAE's new Happiness Minister spoke about the key pillars and components of the program, which seeks to align government policies, programs, and legislations to deliver happiness and positivity in the community, as well as to encourage government and private sectors to launch their own initiatives to promote happiness. The plan will include initiatives for publishing scientific and cultural content and books on happiness, and to encourage reading in the area by raising awareness about the importance of positivity and happiness as a way of an integrated lifestyle. The UAE today has joined the world in marking International Women's Day, highlighting the unprecedented achievements in areas of political and economic participation, social and cultural engagement, as well as the advancement and empowerment of Emirati women. Under the UAE Constitution, women enjoy the same legal status, claim to titles, access to education, healthcare and social welfare, and the same right to practice professions as men. They are also guaranteed the same access to employment, health and family welfare facilities. Meanwhile, Her Highness Sheikh Fatima bint Mubarak, President of the Supreme Council for Motherhood and Childhood, launched the National Strategy for Empowerment of Emirati Women in the UAE from 2015 to 2021. The strategy creates a general framework for all federal and local government, private sectors, as well as civil society organizations to set work plans and programs to provide a decent living for women and make them creative in all sustainable and developmental fields. The UAE is setting a precedent in gender balance and women's empowerment at the workplace, as women now constitute 66% of the public sector workforce compared to the global average of 48%, with 30% in senior and decision-making positions, close to the level in advanced countries. Women's contributions to economic and business activities have seen steady growth since the establishment of business women councils. Women who run their own businesses and members of chambers of commerce and industry numbered 22,000, and they collectively managed total investments worth over 42 billion dirhams. Emirati women also represent 70% of all graduates in the UAE universities, one of the world's highest percentages. A region-wide IDC survey commissioned by Intel has found that educational institutions in the GCC who have deployed complex learning systems and hardware are on track to embrace new technologies for the benefit of students' learning experiences. According to the survey titled Analysis of the Influence of IT on the GCC Education Sector, the Ministry of Education in each of the countries covered by the survey was found to have played a key role in driving ICT implementation. It also found that there is a growing interest in adopting hands-on education experiences through various technological tools, such as the Maker program, which includes a new generation of electronic kits and raw materials, which when coupled with real-time 3D printing and designing, will allow students to create intelligent objects, such as drones and robots. In terms of IT spending in the GCC education vertical, the study revealed that for the 2015 academic year, IT spending was found to range between $20,000 annually to $1.7 million. The average IT budget in the education sector in all of the surveyed countries was higher in 2015 compared to 2014. According to Andy Nehme, the Commercial Business Director of Intel MENA, education is obviously a focus for countries across the GCC, and it's encouraging to see how far the sector has come in a short time frame.
Intel's role in the education space is to encourage a collaborative approach, working through partners, working through a broad ecosystem, and setting about a holistic approach to education transformation, which includes addressing the challenges of leadership within the education environment, curriculum, content, assessment. Ultimately, our goal as Intel and the partnership with IDC was to understand, are we all working towards improving educational outcomes? Because that is the ultimate goal of what we're trying to achieve here. Improving the outcomes for students, parents, and the economy and the society that we live in.
Newly released statistics compiled from Sharjah police records in 2015 reveal that thousands of motorists had little or no regard for public safety as they drove recklessly through heavy traffic, putting lives of other motorists in jeopardy. The police confirmed on Monday that they recorded 5,852 instances of reckless driving, of which 105 caused major accidents due to sudden deviation, which resulted either in death or permanent disability of those involved. Fines for sudden deviation range between 200 dirhams to 600 dirhams, with 3 to 6 black points for the driver, depending on the type of the offense. Major Abdurrahman Al-Khatir, Director of Traffic Awareness and Media Section of Sharjah Police, was quoted in a local report stating that despite police warnings about the dangers of sudden deviation, drivers repeated the violations and paid for it with their lives. He added that the police has doubled its efforts to reduce accidents by launching a safety campaign to familiarize all motorists with the safe driving tips. The Give the Road Its Right campaign on sudden deviation was part of the 19 awareness campaigns launched in Sharjah, with brochures in Arabic, English, and Urdu distributed to motorists. High water rates registered in dams, embankments, and lakes touched 6.5 million cubic meters following rainfall that has swept across the UAE over the past few days. According to the Dams Department at the Ministry of Climate Change and Environment in the Eastern Region, the amount of rainwater in the Eastern Region until the date of March 3, 2016 amounted to 6.5 million cubic meters of water, equivalent to over 1.4 billion of gallons. It added that the rains caused flooding in corals and valleys of the areas devoid of dams. The Eastern Region has been lashed by rains since early March. And finally, in the bulletin, an exciting wellness event is set to open its doors to the public on March the 11th and 12th, inviting the UAE to explore all factors that will lead to a more fulfilling and healthy lifestyle. Under the patronage of His Excellency Sheikh Nahyan bin Mubarak Al Nahyan, Minister of Culture and Knowledge Development and President of UAE GDA, and hosted by Nutrima Advertising, Stay Well is set to bring 2 days of positive activities associated with psychology, science, education, business, and the arts, all with the aim of promoting positive life changes as well as leading a healthier lifestyle. The public can expect a showcase of innovative companies, free interactive seminars, fitness zones, time in the wellness kitchen, and meet the author sessions involving international experts, speakers, and workshops, all in a bid to strengthen everyone's mind, body, and soul, and reconnect with oneself. According to representatives of Nutrima Advertising, the secret of happiness could be simpler than expected. A healthier lifestyle combined with happiness is a practice that anyone can do anywhere as long as they're willing to sit and try.
I think it's becoming a kind of must to have such shows in UAE, especially that nowadays our life is becoming so stressful. We have long days of long working hours and no time to breathe. And now we're more health trend. There is more a health trend. Everybody is more cautious about their well-being and the health. So this is why we created such shows. This is a day where every single person who would like to improve the quality of her life and the life of her kids and the family, they will come to spend this day in an open space, in a nice weather, in a garden, where we have healthy food, where we have games for kids. We have kids dancing and drawing.
So, I mean, this year we're lucky enough to be supported by Clear Blue, which is the world's leading brand in pregnancy tests and predictor kits. And of course, Al Badad tents, who have supported us majorly as well with setting up the whole event. We will have a specialized doctor who will do a talk on fertility and PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. And she will debunk the myths behind the fertility problems. We have another doctor who's also very well renowned in this country. Her name is Dr. Hala Fadli. She's a dermatologist, and she will be doing a session on anti-aging and the routine of facial and skin cleansing. The entire event will begin and end with yoga sessions. So you have the morning yoga session and then a fitness session that will be carried out as well. So we have Tali Spa and Fitness First who will be carrying those sessions. And the day will also end with a nice sunset yoga session. And throughout the day we have entertainment as well. So we have children who will be doing some special dances with the Deepak School of Dance. And we will also have a live band that will perform nice jazzy, loungy music as well. And a variety of entertainment as well, because we will be doing raffle draws and games and competitions, and the day will be full of activity and excitement.